So, according to the University of California, Berkeley, dinosaurs went extinct 65 million years ago. But we have pre-Inca civilizations that show us artifacts that they left behind that show them riding the dinosaurs. And we also have artifacts left by the Egyptians as well, showing that they were using the dinosaurs for some sort of labor. And if the dinosaurs, in fact, did go extinct 65 million years ago, then that means that black people were on the earth 65 million years ago with the dinosaurs. So, another interesting thing is the trilobites. Trilobites existed 500 million years ago, but the Egyptians used trilobites. And trilobites are very important because trilobites are the oldest known eye on the planet. So the Egyptians, when they would make these amulets and these charms that they would use for funerals and for other things, they would usually use a scarab beetle or a dung beetle. And we have an artifact that was found in Tutankhamun's tomb. It's the only one known of its kind, and it was made for Tutankhamun at his funeral, at his death. But it has, instead of a scarab beetle, it has a trilobite fossil. So you're talking about a fossil of a creature that existed 500 million years ago. And last but not least, a pendant that is worn by Tutankhamun as well and was made for him while he was alive and in his life, but it was also buried with him. You'll notice the yellow stone in the middle. This is a 26 million year old meteorite, and this material is also known as Libyan desert glass. And then we have the 26 million year old rock that also is the same material that was used for Tutankhamun's pendant that shows the 26 million year old rock called the Libyan desert glass. This chunk of rock was also found by scientists, and they say that this 26 million year old rock was formed in the outer parts of our solar system. Okay, so the interesting thing about the rock that is found on Tutankhamun's pendant is that the Egyptians called this rock the Rock of God. So the boat of Ra is called the boat of millions of years. And I've been trying to show people that Ra is not the sun. And a lot of this knowledge of Ra is the sun in the sky comes from European translations of the Egyptian texts. But if you study the totality of the Egyptian religion, you will see that Jupiter is Ra. Ra is not the sun in the sky. So the Egyptians worship Jupiter or worship Ra, or what the Europeans call Jupiter. And the reason is they worshiped Jupiter or Ra as the creator god. Because we know now, science has proven that all of the planets came out of the eye of Jupiter or Ra. So if you look at the 26 million year old rock of God found in Tutankhamun's tomb, it's very important because about 2 years ago, scientists came to the conclusion that every 26 million years, there's a mass extinction event with worldwide floods, tsunamis, volcanic eruptions, people and animals are burned into lava, comets and meteors falling from the sky, and they realize a pattern that for the past 260 million years, every 26 million years, there's been a mass extinction event. And it's interesting to me that every 26 million years, there's this mass extinction event, and we have Tutankhamun with the Rock of God that's 26 million years old. So this is why we have archaeologists who are always digging and finding bones and remains of previous civilizations. But more importantly, the rock of God that fell from the earth came from Jupiter. In fact, the Muslim people worship what is called the Kaaba stone today, and this Kaaba stone is a meteorite that fell from Jupiter as well. Even the Bible in Matthew 16:18, what does Jesus say? He says, "Upon this rock I will build my church." So the Egyptians said that Ra or Jupiter is the creator of all before scientists proved it thousands of years later. Okay, Tutankhamun had a 26 million year old meteorite called the Rock of God thousands of years before scientists came to the conclusion that the earth is destroyed every 26 million years. And even though dinosaurs died off 65 million years ago, we have the Inca and the Egyptian civilizations and other ancient black civilizations of the earth shown with the dinosaurs. So this should make people really think about how long black people have really been on this planet. Because although European scientists like to put all races into one category when they talk about the history of human beings on earth, according to the Jewish people themselves, they've been on earth for a little over 5,700 years. And before that, they were cave beasts living in underground caves. But when we come to black people, when we're talking about black people are the original human beings of this planet. And we've been here not for thousands of years, but for millions and millions of years.